Hi. It was my birthday yesterday, and this is a squishmallow, reversible squishmallow that I got from my little brother, and this was one of the bows on one of my presents, and I don't know, there's a couple things I wanted to talk about, but I don't know which one I want to talk about first. Showing these things kind of makes me want to talk about how, like, legibilizing your preferences makes it easier for other people to, like, meet them. Like, articulating what you want makes it easier for it to come true and for you to get what you want. Is that what I want to talk about? I do want to talk about that. I also want to talk about, like, I was just rewatching a video. Maybe I want to talk about that. Shoot. It's actually really hard to know what you want to talk about. Actually, hold on. I have Photo Booth open on my computer right now. Oh my god. I also want to plug my computer. Maybe I should just talk. Maybe I should just go with the flow, you know what I mean? My shoulder kind of hurts. I had a massage yesterday for my birthday. My birthday tradition is to have a massage and then a blowout. But so it started 2 years ago, and I learned that year that you should do massage first and then blowout, because that year I think I did a blowout first and then a massage. But the problem is there, like, when you get a massage, they use, like, massage oils, and then if they do anything with your head, then the oil gets in your hair that you just got a blowout in, or of, I don't know. So then there goes the blowout. So I learned my lesson. So then last year I did massage first and then blowout. But then this year I learned that you also, so I'm gonna have to rework the order. Well, maybe I should just, so I had massage, then blowout, and then I went to have a joint kind of birthday party with my little brother, and then went to my sister-in-law's soccer game, and then went out with my friend. And we went out to a gay bar, and we're in the smoking section. And that's where, okay, so here's where the other lesson comes in, is now my hair smells like smoke. Now my hair smells like smoke. So if you're gonna be in the smoking section of a gay bar, you should do that the night before, maybe, and then get massage blowout. So maybe that's the lesson there. Maybe this is gonna be a birthday episode, because so that's the lesson. And also, like, the lesson there is, like, learning what you want and, like, the right, because I like to have my birthday day be like a perfect day, like, where I'm doing everything that I like. Last year was really good because I did massage, blowout, and then I went to, where'd I go to first? Piata for lunch. And there's a specific salad at Piata, the farmer's market salad, that I just love. But I never really get, because it's, like, a little expensive for what it is, and it's not very filling. But I'm obsessed with it. Oh, I wish I had time to get it yesterday. But I was a little busy. So I did that, and then I also went shopping at, like, my favorite thrift store, and then I feel like I'm forgetting something. But then I also went to Panera for dinner and got the teriyaki chicken and broccoli bowl, which is my favorite thing at Panera. And so it was like I was able to have a perfect day because I was aware of what a perfect day would look like for me. Like I was clear about what the activities are that I would like to do and like what foods I would like to eat. So like the first step in getting what you want is knowing what you want, right? And then the other thing is though, my phone right now is propped up on my computer, and I have my Twitter open, and I just got a funny notification. But anyway, so yeah, in order to get what you want, you have to know what you want. But the other thing about birthdays is, so kind of what I was talking about before, yeah, that I was like, I don't know if I want to talk about this, which is that like when you have legible preferences, what did I tweet? I said, the more legible your preferences, the more easily others can meet them. Which I'm not really sure about the wording here. I don't know if meet is the correct verb for preferences, but whatever. Anyway, so I've been thinking a lot about like the process of gift giving and like the kind of ingredients of gift giving. And one of my, can you hear that typing? This keyboard's a little, oh, hold on, gift giving. I think a lot about gifts, which I guess this isn't the one I was looking for, but it's in the search results. One of my tweets said, giving gifts and receiving gifts are both learnable skills, IMO, in my opinion. If you struggle with either, give/receive 100 gifts. Do it more, get better at it. So yeah, that's one. Oh, and then the follow-up tweet. I think part of why I'm good at receiving gifts is because I'm very good at giving gifts. There's absolutely nothing better than being able to make someone's dream come true, even if it's just a $20 item that they never would have gotten themselves. And then I also said, it's one of the worst parts of being broke, TBH, LMAO, that I can't give as much as I'd like to. So yeah, that wasn't what I was searching for, but just another gift-giving tweet. So the one I was searching for, I forget why I was even searching for this, but the best gifts satisfy both the giver and the receiver. And then Loopy helped me make a Venn diagram. So I don't know how to add, I mean, I do know how. So Loopy helped me make a Venn diagram, and I would like to like have it here on the screen, but I don't like to introduce any kind of friction into my like recording to posting pipeline. I just record, I don't edit, whatever. Like I know how to video edit, but I don't know how to do it in a like satisfyingly frictionless way, so I just won't. So imagine it. Maybe I'll link it in the bio if I remember, I don't know. But so there's the two circles are actually, damn, do I have a, I don't have a dry erase marker over here. I'll do it on here. So we have two circles here. Giver, satisfied. Do I even want to be doing this? I forgot it. Like, I just be doing shit. You know what I mean? So we have. Can you even see it? Oh my god. Giver satisfied, receiver satisfied. So if it's just satisfying for the giver, bad gift. If just the receiver is satisfied, good gift. Okay? But the best gifts are in between, where both the giver and the receiver are satisfied. That's my opinion. That's my gift giving take. And then what we have out here, also bad gifts, is anything that satisfies neither the giver nor the receiver. Okay? I actually forget. Again, I forget how we got here, but oh my god. In my last video, I think, I said this is me at my most incoherent, and my friend Hamish commented, like, yes, that is correct. And yeah, this is what is feeling super incoherent too. But it's just helpful to at least talk about these things. So that eventually maybe I can talk about them more coherently. And also, someone on Twitter named T, I forget what their full, T Summerhaze or something. Yeah, T Summerhaze. Their bio, I write to find out what I think. Yes. I YouTube to find out what I think. I post in general to find out what I think. So that's what I'm doing here. If it's not entertaining to watch, I don't really care, because that's not really my purpose here. If you do enjoy it, that's great. Happy to have you here, but it's not my primary goal. But it is entertaining, regardless if it's not entertaining to you. It is definitely entertaining to present me and future me, because I was just watching, as I said before, I was watching my previous videos, and it was a really interesting experience. I want to talk about that more in a second, but I want to get back to, man, I forgot how hard it is to remember what I've talked about in a video, but so the thing about, so this gift giving, I shouldn't have put this back, this gift giving take, I don't know, I'm like, there's something I want to connect with the recent thought I've had. I'm not quite sure, because I don't even know what I want to say about this, but let me say the other thing, and then we'll find out if they're connected or how they're connected. So the thing is, I guess, so the way, yeah, okay, yeah, okay, it's coming. So the way we get here, but especially, well, man, nothing's formulated yet up in here. So, okay, hold on. This is so fun. Also, I think whenever I have a particularly incomprehensible video, or like a bad post, if you will, like not well formulated post, I think, oh, this is gonna go so hard in my eventual like comparison video of like, this is how I was when I was starting out, this is how I am now. So maybe that's a reframe. Maybe I'll tweet about that. That's a nice reframe of like, oh, the worse your first postings are, the better. Oh my god. The better your later postings are gonna be, especially when you compare them. The reason I just had an oh my god moment is when I was a senior in high school, I posted on Instagram like a post with both of my freshman student ID and my senior student ID. I said, the worse the freshman picture, the better the glow up comparison picture. So true, past universe. Like, wow. And that's another thing I've been thinking is like, I've been shocked at how consistent I've been throughout my life. Like, yes, I've changed a lot, and I've kind of like explored and grown a lot, but sometimes like specific like that, like that's I don't know, maybe that's normal. Maybe it's a kind of like selection bias thing of like, I'm selectively remembering the things that relate. And regardless of what the present thing would be, there would be something in my past that would jump out. But I don't know. I definitely have been very consistent in like my overall views. Like there's definitely been some growth and some kind of like shedding, but I've it's more been a process of like discovering what I believe, and it's mostly been consistent. But mainly like my desires, like I've had a surprising amount of like consistency throughout my life, and like the things that I like doing and the things that I want to do, and I've just been shocked by that. So anyway, that was a tangent. What was I going to talk about? So the way we get here, there's something, my brain is trying to like rank these in a way. I don't know. My like articulation, like public speaking on the fly skills is still like, I'm still forming that. It's cooking. Let me cook. So something wants to be said here. But the way you get to either of these, actually, I think what's frustrating in these moments is I know that there's something I want to say, and I want to say it in a very specific way, but I can't. And I know if I don't say it in that specific way, then I'm not communicating what I want to be communicating, and that's frustrating for me. So I just have to like muddle through and like be fine with not communicating what I want to be communicating. But anyway, I'm just gonna move on. So the way you achieve here we go again, let's try. The way you achieve these is someone in this situation has to know what would satisfy you guys, right? Like there has to be some kind of knowing. There has to be some kind of like legibilizing going on, right? And so if you're the receiver in this situation, the way that you can better get these results is by better legibilizing your own preferences. And of course, like you can get here if you can also legibilize what a specific giver would also enjoy. Like I think like if it's my birthday, I might ask for something from someone that I want, but I know that they would also enjoy being the person that gets it for me. So there's a lot of legibilizing that has to happen to be in one of these two categories. And you as the receiver can make it more likely that you will receive like good or the best gifts by doing the work to legibilize and articulate and express what would satisfy you, like the criteria for your satisfaction. And so one way that I've been found surprisingly effective is having a favorite color, which anyone watching may guess what my favorite color is. And actually, so this and this, both gifts from two different brothers, love you guys, that like, okay, so I used to kind of get sad. I don't want anyone watching this who has given me a gift before to like have their feelings hurt by this. Like I've gotten a lot of really good gifts, but there's a very important component to gift giving, effective gift giving, which is that you also, in giving the gift itself, you also give the act of being seen. And as I'm talking about this, I remember a TikTok I made where I made like 10 TikToks about the same Aldi coupons, like trying to figure out what was moving me so much about them. And what the conclusion I came to was that giving these Aldi coupons was also giving the act of being seen. Because, it was recognizing, like specifically giving those coupons in the checkout line at Aldi. Because it's like, here's something that will directly help you right now in your circumstances. And I'm seeing all of that and having something that helps you in that situation. And so I think gifts are similar in that part of why gifts feel good is because they give you the gift of being seen. So, they take into account your desires, your satisfaction criteria, legibilized or not. And, I think a lot of times people assume that the best gifts are when there's some kind of like almost psychic reading of not yet legibilized satisfaction criteria. Say that 3 times fast. But like I don't know, that's a whole other topic of like, when gifts feel better when you haven't asked for them versus like what it feels like to ask for something specific and have it. I don't know, there's a whole other path we could go down with like, I don't know, power plays, autonomy, whatever. Where was I going with this? The gift of being seen. So, the way you can increase the likelihood that you receive gifts that give you the gift of being seen. I forget how I started that sentence. When you meander so much in a sentence that you're like, where did I start? So I don't know how to form the second half of that sentence. Was I saying how you? Oh, God. Like how you increase the likelihood is by like living yourself out loud more in such a way that legibilizes and articulates your satisfaction criteria and what you would like. So one super easy way is to have a favorite color. I already said that. So the reason it accomplishes this is I'm obsessed with pink. I love pink. I love everything pink. And so when I asked for Christmas presents this year, I was like, give me anything pink. And now I have a bunch of pink stuff and I'm so happy. It's like, wow. Okay, I don't think I finished the sentence before about how I was disappointed with things. So before I had a favorite color, before I was like more myself out loud, when people would give me gifts, a lot of times they wouldn't hit right because I didn't feel seen, because I hadn't shared myself with that person fully. Like, it wasn't like I was being fake, but it was like there was a lot of parts of myself that I wasn't out loud about. And so how could they have possibly known that those were things that I would have liked, because I never shared that with them? And so it's like a positive feedback loop of like, the more you are yourself, and allow yourself to be seen, the more you will be seen, and the more you will like receive gifts that help you continue to explore like who you are and express yourself louder. Like this thing that I'm wearing is also pink, and the gift that was given to me. And it's like I don't know. I do feel so myself, and now like the things that I have around me are like affirmation from other people in my life that like they see me and they like approve and they support and now have directly participated in the act of me being myself out loud. And that's so beautiful. And I think like I have worried myself into a hole a lot of times of like, if I am myself out loud, what are other people gonna think? And like, or not even that, it's more like, if I am myself out loud, people will have a negative reaction. And like, a lot of times it'll be about someone in particular. Like, if I am this particular part of myself out loud, this person will not like it and they will react this bad way. But I have been pleasantly surprised that like almost never happens. That almost never happens. And not to say that like would never happen, and that people don't have negative reactions, but it's been way less and way less intense than I would have predicted. And so I just like can keep going forward and keep like continuing to be myself out loud in a way that feels right to me, and like I don't know, it's very very satisfying. And so something I tweeted the other day, I don't really feel like searching it, but it was like, in order to be loved for who you are, you have to be who you are. Like, if you aren't being who you are, then you're completely cutting off the possibility for being loved for who you are, because you're not even being it. You're depriving people of the opportunity to love and support you how you want to be loved and supported. And so recently I've been thinking like, wow, I feel so loved and supported for who I am. Like, when did that happen? And I was like, oh, it's because I've been myself out loud. I've given people the opportunity to love me how I am. Like, and it's like, I'm so used to like, sorry, I just looked at myself and I look so silly with this, but it's also kind of cute. And I think that's also a good example of like, I want to wear this silly little thing on my head, and I'm gonna do that. And people like you assume that you do something a little silly, and people are gonna be like, you're doing something a little silly, you're silly and you're weird. But what I found is that people are like, ha ha ha, I like it, it's cute, keep doing it. But anyway, I just have like felt for like my whole life that I just need to like hide who I am, and like that it's unsafe to be myself out loud for a whole host of reasons. And it's just like insane to all of a sudden realize that I've cultivated this life where I don't have to hide anymore, and I don't have to like I can just continue exploring like who I am and getting to know myself, and along the way being loved and supported and embraced for that. And to like, by doing it out loud, like on the internet, helping other people do the same thing, like just by being me, which is like so insane. And that's why I'm doing this. I mean, again, I think I said this earlier, not my primary motivation at all, but one of the main motivations is that there's something magical that happens, not only for me, but for people watching it too. So, I think that's all. It would have been cool if I had done 27 minutes for my 27th birthday edition of my YouTube video, but this is definitely the longest YouTube video. Hopefully it doesn't take forever to upload, but anyway, yeah, I think I'm happy with how that went. I don't really remember what I said, but I think it's interesting how a lot of times I'll start a video with like, here are two things that I have no idea if or how they're connected, but my brain said these things. And then by the end of the video, I'm like, oh, that's how they go together. So anyway, I had a wonderful birthday, and I'm happy to be me, and I'm happy to be here, and I'm happy to be myself out loud, and I'm happy to give the people in my life the opportunity to love and support me exactly as I am, and I'm happy to be myself, and I'm happy to explore myself, and I'm happy to share it online, and I'm happy to have the opportunity to give my future me the opportunity to get to know past me. And yeah, I love it, and I love life, and I'm so thankful to like witness my own growth and to be able to get to know myself in the past and in the present and in the future. And I'm happy you're here. I'm happy I'm here. I'm happy we're all here. And I'm happy that we have the opportunity to live life and to like be loved and to laugh. And and I love to be a live, laugh, love bitch. Okay, thanks for watching if you did.